I'm so glad he's here. He's got a lot of energy, enthusiasm. You can tell just by the way he works, his love for the game. You can tell by his history and his superpower, what he does best, with his speed and his ability to blitz, that he's going to be an impact player on the team. And he's going to affect everyone around him. I really like that about him.
How so? How does he affect everyone around him?
Well, because he's contagious. Just sitting at a table with someone who's laughing or telling jokes or really positive, it affects the table. And the defense is his table. And his energy and his enthusiasm and his passion, it's really contagious to the guys. You can see when he's around, guys feel he impacts everyone.
You guys obviously signed Bobby as well, drafted Jordan. Where does this leave Jamin in the whole situation? What have you seen from him so far?
Well, what I can say is, all the good teams that I've been on some good ones, been on some bad ones, that competition brings out the best in everyone. There's very competitive situations. And we're in a good situation where we have a lot of competition. Guys who play well, guys who have a history of playing well, and guys who are very, very competitive. So what that gives us is a group that's very competitive, and that's going to bring the best out of it.
Talked about Frankie being infectious amongst the team. How has Bobby been kind of amongst not just the linebackers, but I'd say that's the defense as a whole?
Well, Bobby, very special. Just in, a lot of these guys are young, and they've watched Bobby play. And Bobby comes with a reputation that he's been to the top. He's been all pro for, all these numerous of years, so he has a lot of respect. So I think that he gives us legitimacy, just as far as this guy knows how to lead, he knows how to work. So, and he knows that everybody's watching. So he's done a great job of just being Bobby, showing up every day, showing them how to work, understanding the routine, and being very focused. So he has that secret sauce that everybody wants to be a part of.
What do you see from Jordan so far?
Jordan, our rookie. Well, everything we thought he'd be, he is. Smart, athletic, tough, reliable, and a high competitor. He competes, fits right in with, the older guys. They all love him.
When you talk about kind of locker room dynamics, how important is it to have a guy like Bobby, a player leader within a locker room, as opposed to a bunch of young guys around?
Right. Well, similar to what I said before about high competitors, being good teams, you have really good leadership, player-led leadership on the really good teams as well. And Bobby's a part of that, and he can help give the players that confidence to be leaders and show them how to do it.
Coach,
he's real good at that.
I'm sorry. Yeah. When it comes to how you orchestrate practices and OTAs and all those operations, some coaching staff like to do it where you almost scrimmage after, at the end of every practice. You guys have taken a much more compartmentalized approach, coaching up your units, and I think they would practice 6 or 7 before you went 11 on 11 fully. What's the advantage of doing it this way versus maybe the other way of doing 11s early?
Well, you have to ask DQ exactly, how and why he did it that way. But what you do know is it allows us coaches to coach. I have a lot more time individually with my group. I have a lot more time. It didn't go from individual to 11 on 11. You're just taking steps. First it's just me with the guys, then it's me with the D-line with the guys, then it's me with the secondary. Now it's the whole group together going against the offense. So now when you have a team that we're all learning a new system, both offensively and defensively, you can take the necessary steps in the offseason to really do a job of coaching the details.
And then we always talk
before everything goes too fast.
Yeah. We always talk about coaches developing players, but as a coach yourself, like how are you continuing to develop? Who's coaching you as a coach?
Well, we're coaching ourselves. I mean, I think that the fact that our staff from so many different places, and we have guys that have worked together, guys that haven't worked together, and I think that the ability to put your ideas out there and see what we like, see how our personnel fits into, the things that we want to do. And so it allows us to understand what's going to work for us, what type of personnel we have, and for everybody to hear everybody. So we're all kind of learning and learning new ways to play and to coach.
And what's kind of the step you want to take in the mini camp coming up next week?
I don't know the steps, but I think that the direction, the competition, the vibe that we have right now, how hard everybody's working, the way the team is progressing and taking care of the team, I think that we just want to continue going in that direction, the right direction. And if we can continue that, then we'll be happy.
Yes, Coach Norton, you have Bobby Wagner, who's a tried and true vet, probably, Hall of Famer whenever he gets to that.
That would be nice. That would be great.
Right? And Frankie, you have Jamin Davis, who started his career here, is still here. You have Jordan. How are you all building that camaraderie within the linebacker group with everyone at different phases in their career?
That's a great question. Well, they're all great guys. And like I said before, they're all great competitors. They all have this really strong work ethic, and they all really respect one another, and they show up every day. And I think anytime you get around people that you respect, that you can't help but enjoy working with them, because everybody's learning from each other. Bobby obviously has played longer, and he has things that he does well. Frankie has things that he does well. Jordan has things that he does well. And then Jamin, he just looks the part, and he has things that he does well. So everybody kind of puts all this stuff on the table, and then we shake it up, and then we have a good understanding of how each other can bring something to the table.
And Jamin shared with the media yesterday, he made the comment when he was speaking to us that he can go and hunt quarterbacks. So what is the identity you want for your linebacker group to have?
Well, I think that their work ethic, how they learn, their development, it's going to take care of itself. If they're going to be fast and tough and reliable, then we'll see it. If they're going to be playmakers or ball hawks or hustle guys, then we'll see it. So I think that right at this point, as we learn the defense, as we learn each other, I think those traits, those developments are happening now.
In your career,